got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey everybody, today we are talking on-air hair. We don't have a lot of time to get ready for the newscast, so I can pull this off in about 10 minutes. You're gonna put me to the test today. But before we get started, let's talk about the products we need to get to this point. So I have just rough dried my hair. I didn't use any brushes with the blow dryer. But before that, when I was in the shower, I used Pureology Serious Color Care Hydrate Shampoo and its partner conditioner. I really like the smell of these. They're sulfate-free. I've used them for over a year. They're really fabulous. Once I get out of the shower and my hair is still wet, I use the Phytokératine Repairing Thermal Protectant Spray. This is something that's pretty easy to find at Ulta or on Amazon. And not only does it leave your hair feeling really silky and not as frizzy, but it also protects against heat, which we're going to be using a curling iron today, so that is definitely key. When my hair was a little longer, I like to use a little wider barrel curling iron, but today, because I just got my hair cut not too long ago, we're going to be using a shorter, or I should say a thinner barrel curling iron. And this one is amazing, isn't it? I picked this up at TJ Maxx, and it just goes to show you that you can get just about any hairstyling product on the cheap at TJ Maxx. For hairspray, I'm going to be using the Awapuhi Wild Ginger Hairspray. A lot of my colleagues like to use Tresemme number 4 from CVS or Walgreens. That also works great. I just find that this has a little better holding power, especially in the humidity. And finally, a product that I just discovered and I absolutely love. It's called IGK Beach Club. Isn't the bottle fun? It's like you're in the Caribbean. It smells like coconut, so it's really fabulous. And this works great as a dry shampoo alternative, or also if you've got straighter, heavier hair like me and you want a little bit of a boost, it really will provide that. So I'm going to take my again, hair dried hair, and I'm just going to part it in the back and move it to the front like this. Now, I'm going to be working in 3 different sections, and in order to do that, make sure I smooth out the top here, I am going to start with the bottom section. And again, 3 different sections. So we're going to take this part, and I'm just going to take a typical clip, and I'm going to clip it up. And then we're going to work from the back, and we're just going to take about an inch section, and we're going to take the curling iron, clip it on there, and I'm going to push it back, okay? So we're curling back, holding for a couple seconds, moving down, pushing back. And then what I like to do is leave about an inch, inch and a half, sometimes 2 inches on the bottom, because when it's all curled on the bottom, it doesn't look as edgy and fun. So that's what you want to do. So then you're going to release. Now I'm going to kind of throw a curveball at you. For the next section, and this is what is going to make your hair a little bit fuller, is we're going to curl it in the opposite direction. So I'm going to take the curling iron and I'm just going to curl it forward instead of backward. So hold, move down, do that again, and see again we've left this little spot out. So you can see we're curling about each piece about twice, if that makes sense. All right, now we're going to slide the curling iron out. You can see that curl is a little bit different. And now that we're back at the front, now that we're at the front, I'm going to go the way we did the first time, which is back. Every time you're curling something that's in the front, you're going to want to go back. You're only going to want to use that other direction for a center piece, a middle piece, if that makes sense. So again, we're going to go back, because it looks kind of crazy if you have it curled forward in the front, if that makes sense. Now, sometimes if I feel like it's really extra humid out, I'm going to show you what I like to do. You can also kind of pull on the curls if you want them to be a little longer. Just kind of yank on them a little as they're drying. Okay, so now we're going to work on our second section here. I'm going to show you another little trick. I'm wearing hair extensions, by the way, and that's a whole nother video. But that just gives my hair a little more volume. That's why I like those. Okay, so again, back section. And then what I like to do if it's humid is spray a little hairspray on there, kind of run it through. Go back, hold it for a few seconds, again back. And again, we're leaving that piece out. And then we're releasing. You can See, it left a really nice curl. Okay, now it's in that middle section, so we're gonna go forward, remember? So we're gonna take the curling iron and we're gonna go forward. Forward, forward. This takes a little bit of practice because if you do it the wrong way, forward, if you bend your hair the wrong way, you end up with a strange little crimp. But you guys will know what I mean. I've done it a couple times and I've been able to cover it up. But there we go, perfect. See that nice pretty curl? Okay, so then we're back at the front again. So we're gonna go back. And then we might wanna just go in and kind of like spray it a little so it stays. All right, now we're at the top section. In the top section, you're not gonna do the reverse direction curl at all, even in the middle section. So we're gonna do it all the same way on the top section. All right, so now it's time to start on the other side. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Split it into 3 different sections. Forward. Okay, we've done it. So now we've done the whole head, and now I am going to do a little spray, and then I like to do a little shake. I'm back. Okay, so again, I'm pulling the sides to the front, and it's time for what I like to call a little Texas tease. I've got my double-toothed comb, rat tail comb, and I'm going to take, and let me preface this situation with, I have been teasing my hair and even lived in Texas, and I still have not been able to quite master the bump up in the back. So again, this is the way I do it, but I usually screw it up, and so I make it just as best I can. So again, I pulled up the hair, I did a little spray, and then I'm just going to move the comb down kind of all the way up towards the top. And again, I'm no expert at this. Please don't think that I am, even though I've been doing it for so long. Sometimes I like to go into like the back portion here and do a little tease there. Let's do the other side, back portion, tease her up. Perfect, okay. And then you can kind of spread it out because you want it to be symmetrical and even. That's the goal. It doesn't always look that way. And then I like to take a front piece. I'm only doing this twice. I'm doing it toward the back, and then I'm doing it in the front, like on the crown, and then toward the front where you would wear a tiara. So the crown and then the tiara. And we're spraying. And then you're going to spread out that hair. I also have a mirror, a little hand mirror that I like to use so that I can see the back of my hair as well. I'm not going to put you through that, but that's kind of so I check to make sure that everything looks okay back there, that there aren't any spots that need to be covered because maybe I didn't do this teasing the proper way. Okay, that's good. All right, then you can go in with your IGK beach spray and kind of spray a little underneath, a little in the middle, a little underneath, a little in the middle. I should make a song out of that. Just to give yourself a little more texture. You can move some of the pieces up front. I just love this look. It's so great. And then as the day wears on, the curls will relax a little bit too. So keep that in mind if you feel like it's a little too curled for you. But it's a great look. And let's do a little spray at the end so that we don't lose what we've built. That, my friends, is your tutorial on air hair. I'll see you later. Bye.